Hello, everyone. I'm back. Yeah, I know. I haven't been on here for a while. Definitely over the last 3.5 years, I've barely been on here. And I was probably starting to be pretty sporadic even before then. A lot has gone on especially in the last 3.5 years, a lot has gone on. And at some point, I'll share bits and pieces of that, whatever I feel might be relevant. So I thought I would take an opportunity to reintroduce myself, introduce myself, I guess depending on how long you've been on here following me. You might know some of my story. I don't know if I ever really did an initial introduction. I know I didn't do a video, that's for sure. So, without further ado, I am Connie Pertula. I also go by the moniker of Menopause Navigator, and I can give you my official kind of pitch line, which is, hi, I'm Connie Pertula. I empower women to put themselves first so they can live their most vivacious life after 50. So that's my pitch line, but really that doesn't tell you a whole lot about me. I guess it doesn't really tell you, how I got here. And I think that's probably, actually somebody mentioned to me lately, wow, that's a very interesting story, how you became a wellness strategist. And so I thought, hey, you know what? I don't think I've really ever shared that. So I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do today. So how did I become the wellness strategist, or actually holistic wellness strategist? That word holistic is actually really important, and I kind of say that jokingly, but it is actually really important, and I'll get more into that. But how did I get here? Well, I burnt out. I was in the corporate world for 34 years, and I burnt out. I was working hard to achieve a title, to climb the corporate ladder. I loved what I did. I absolutely loved what I did, and that's why I put so much energy, so much of myself into it. But I wasn't listening to what it was doing to me. I was ignoring all of the signs in my body until my body finally screamed at me one day. And I'm like, whoa, some stuff's not too good here. I think I really need to pay attention. So at the age of 52, I said, enough's enough. It is time for me to pay attention to my health. So I can look back on my corporate career, and I can look back on it negatively, that maybe I didn't achieve all the things that I wanted to achieve, or the title that I wanted to achieve. Most definitely when I left, I was not in a good place. I was not in a good place physically. I was not in a good place emotionally, mentally. As I say, I was burnt out. I was broken down, and my body was in pain 24/7. My gut was an absolute mess. Constant bloating, pain, no energy. And of course, all of that ends up affecting you mentally. So the way I was working with, in my position with the last company I was working for, I wasn't working the way that I felt I should be working. My clients deserved a better version of me, most definitely. And I guess deep down I knew that I couldn't do both. I couldn't heal my body the way that I wanted to, or get back to an optimum health. At the same time as trying to keep up with all the demands of what my corporate job required. It required a lot of travel, which means you're out of your comfort zone, like you're out of your space. You don't have your kitchen. You don't have all the things that you usually rely on. It's a lot of eating out, If you're lucky enough, maybe you have a place with a kitchenette, but it's still challenging. And I just thought, you know what? No. I'm 52 years old. I'm in extreme pain. I feel awful. And I want to be a woman who 80 plus is still vibrant, a going concern, going strong, active, having fun, enjoying life. That's who I want to be. And I felt it was very important for me to just take notice of what my body was doing. So if anything, that burnout really instilled how passionate I was about health and wellness. And I knew I was passionate, and I had already figured out that at some point I was going to leave the corporate world and pursue my passion of nutrition. But when my body was screaming at me, I said, you know what? There'll never be a perfect time. There will never be a perfect time to quit and focus on this. So I thought, just do it. Actually, I saw somebody with a license plate the other day, and that's exactly what it said on it. And I actually took a picture of it, which I don't know if that's kind of voyeuristic, but it said, just do it. JESDUIT, just do it. And I thought, yeah, just do it. That's, that is a really good logo on it, whatever. Good label. So it really instilled in me that I had this passion for health and wellness. Now, here's an interesting thing. A friend of mine was listening to a podcast lately, or recently, and the podcaster said, don't just follow your passion, follow your gifts. And I sat back for a second when I heard him say that, because he shared it on social media, and I thought, that's really interesting. And yes, I've had this passion for health and wellness for a few years. I know I have a gift in the way that I work with people. And I know that because people tell me they feel seen, they feel heard. So I know that that's my gift. I know my gift is I'm a really good listener, and I have people telling me that they really feel heard when they're with me. Maybe part of that is because I don't know if you've heard of the 5 love languages. I can't remember the name of the guy that created them, but my number 1 love language is quality time. I love it when I get to spend quality time with people. And when I'm spending quality time with people, I'm totally present. So I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm paying attention. And what's interesting is even sometimes, because I'm paying attention, I'll really reflect on the conversation afterwards. And sometimes I'll come back to them and I'll say, wow, I really love this part of our conversation. Anyway, I digress. So I am following my passion and my gifts as a holistic wellness strategist. And why did I choose women over 50? Well, and I know I'm kind of getting into a little bit of the why, but I'm over 50. So why not? I understand what it's like to be a woman over 50. I understand what it's like to be a woman over 50 who's in the corporate world. She's potentially struggling through menopause, and most women struggle through menopause. A lot of women that I talk to tell me that they're frustrated. They're frustrated because they're not feeling any better, or their menopause is carrying on for so many years. So here's the thing. When I went to school to become a certified nutritional practitioner, that's my designation, but I call myself a wellness strategist, and I'll share in a second why I call myself a wellness strategist, is I thought, okay, I'm going to school. Why not apply everything I'm learning to myself? I'm feeling like crap. So why not apply that to myself? So that's what I did. I started applying everything that I was learning to myself. And bit by bit, I started to feel better. And to go into, I mean, it wasn't one thing. And here's the things. It took me almost 2.5 years to get to the point where I said, wow, I'm not in pain anymore. My digestive system is better. And it wasn't something like, it was also gradual, but all of a sudden one day I just realized, wow, all of this, everything feels better. So now you might say, oh, well, it took you 2.5 years because you were learning bit by bit and going through school. Yeah, true. Good one. I'll give you that. But here's the thing. It took me 52 years for my body to finally say, I'm done. I need you to pay attention to me, and I'm going to make you really, really sick. Our body at some point will really scream at us to get us to pay attention. By that time, sometimes there's a lot that needs to be reversed. There's a lot that needs to be fixed. So if it took me 52 years to get there, it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be a tweak to my nutrition plan. It's not going to be, a different way to, exercise. It's not going to be, start this meditation practice and this is going to make me feel better. It's a whole bunch of things. It's a whole bunch of things that come together. Share in the comments. Are you a woman in corporate and you can identify with feeling burnt out, or you were burnt out, you left the corporate world? Do you feel that you're at a point where you can't regain your vitality, your vivaciousness? I do love the word vivacious. In fact, sometimes I will say, when I'm doing my little pitch, I'll say, I empower women to put themselves first so they can live their most vivacious life after 50. And vivacious is such a beautiful word because to me anyway, I'm not, going to make judgment for you, but to me it's like full of energy and sexy and just feeling really good in who you are. It's just like, come on world, I am ready. I am ready to go out there. I'm ready to be seen. So that, do you feel that you've hit this point where you can't get that back? I'd love to hear from you, whether you're at that point, or what things that you've tried and haven't worked, or just, do you have a question? Ask me a question. I'd love to answer them for you. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today, a little bit about who I am. Stay tuned. I will be on here more often, sharing more about me, and as I said, my why, my inspiration, all those kinds of things. So have a wonderful day, and please comment. I want to hear the comments. And yes, you'll see my hands flying around because I have to talk with my hands. That's the only way I can talk. Have a great day. Love to hear from you, and I will see you again. Bye.